Happy Saturday, Mullins. It's a lot going on in the beautiful city of Mullins today. One, the weather is nice, right? So it's not hot like it was before. I'm actually back out on my patio, on my porch. Just love it out here. And wait, I gotta show you guys. Let me see if y'all can see it. I'm gonna take a picture and put it on my Facebook page. But it is a hanging basket that I got from the barn and flowers in the hanging basket that I picked up from the hardware store. I got to get it's not the Henson hardware store anymore, but it's right there on Main Street. So I'm going to post a picture on my Facebook page because it is gorgeous between the metal hanging basket and the beautiful flowers. But I won't be long before you today. I did want to talk about a few things briefly. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna try to be brief, y'all, because it's Saturday. We all got things to do. If you're watching this on replay, I appreciate you for watching this on replay. Please like. Good morning, Cynthia. Like and share. All righty. Please like and share. So, one thing I want to start off with is I want to start off with the petition for strong mayor, because and there's going to be a lot over the next, I'll say month, next coming months that we will learn together. Okay. So the first thing is that what I'm out right now and some of my team and some supporters is we have a petition. And a petition is a signature. It's we need to get registered voters to sign the petition who to get us to the ballot referendum. That's how democracy works, right? So when the citizens want to do something, thank goodness we live in a country that is free and there's a process for us to do things, right? So this is not, signing a petition is not the vote. All it says is let's have the vote. And then over the next coming months, I'll say, I'm going to be having town hall meetings. We're going to be talking about the city. We're going to be talking about ways that we can do things better in the city, the way the city could be run better. What the Strong Mayor is about at its core, and we will be talking about more things in detail, is leadership. It really is. It's about leadership. So if you think about it, um, I'm gonna tell you the scenario. The scenario is that every strong, whether you're working at a company, at a church, no matter what you are, where you are, it's about having strong leadership. Leadership helps to make decisions, and those decisions, when it comes to a city like a municipality, are guided by the citizens, right? So our city has been around for 154 years. What a blessing, right? Slavery ended in 1863, 1865. And then in 1872, the city of Mullins became a city. And it took 150 years before Robert Woodbury became mayor, and 154 years before Miko Pickett became mayor. But despite, Robert Woodbury, he had a vision for the city of Mullins, and he executed on that vision. And we see things, right? There's things that you can see that Robert Woodbury has done, and there's things that you can't see that he's done. The things that you can see is, for example, OBS. So if you're out and about today, which I need to, we all have that winter kind of sitting inside eating that we need to start to walk off. Let's go back out to the OBS park. Let's go. You can walk around that track. It's a state of the art track. There's a state of the art fitness center there. The bathrooms and the splash pad are not open yet. So, Lord willing, some changes will happen and it'll be a priority to get those things done in our city. But you can see Robert Woodbury's vision. And as I go to economic development summits, man, y'all, when I tell them about OBS, investors' eyes light up, right? People light up because that is what is necessary to bring business to your city, to bring growth to your city. Robert Woodbury's vision was and it still is strong. So another thing that I'm told often is retail rooftops bring retail. And we know in the city of Mullins, we have a crisis when it comes to housing, which again, I'm not going to do all this on Saturday this morning. But when we have the community chats or when you invite me to your home or to your church or to your business, those are some of the things I'm going to talk to you guys about. I'm going to talk to you guys about the opportunity to bring new housing to Mullins as well as to fix up our own houses, right? We can do it. And I have the information on how to make that happen. So, despite challenges in the 154 years that the city of Mullins has been a city, we are poised for success because the success was once here. We had industry here, right? It can happen. We got to work together. Parks, playgrounds, oversight, supporting all of our departments, the fire departments, parks, public works. Yes, trash, right? The trash that we see around the city is not a it's a symptom of a bigger issue that relates to leadership, and we could fix that. All right. So, and then I'm gonna talk to you about myself because maybe some of you guys' election was 16 months away. So I'm gonna talk to you about my background in corporate America and and my years as a assistant vice president and how that experience had led me to this day. When now, let's go Mullins, let's build the greatest Mullins ever. And let's make sure for our future generations and make sure that everybody can participate in it. But it's not about me. I want y'all to know that it's about leadership. So that means that we need to continue to foster the future generations of leaderships, just like Robert Woodbury did, right? Robert Woodbury, I didn't even realize that the way he was fostering me and mentoring me, and he's 20 years younger than me, maybe 30. But still, right? We have to do that so that our community can continue to grow. All right. So I'm just going to my notes here. But we're going to get to all of that. And I want to hear your questions, right? So you see right there where it says you got questions, you want to meet me, call me. There's my number. I am going to meet in hubby. I'm going to be around town today. We're going to be stopping in on some friends. You see my great car, flag me down. Hey, Mayor, let's talk, right? I am open to conversations. This is how we are going to grow our city, right? And it's not, you have not heard me say it's not about race. It's not pinning races against each other. Supporters of mine are all shape, sizes, colors, races, backgrounds, from Mullins, not from Mullins, and supporters of strong mayor, right? Of all income levels, right? So it's not about, kind of classifying people in a box. It's about, do you love Mullins or not? Right? And I got more to say on that, y'all. Before I end this live, I do got more to say on some other stuff. So bear with me. All right. So what's going on today? One, if you go to downtown, the Mullins Marketplace is open today. I think they're open to 2. And our wonderful shops are open downtown. If you have not been in door 3, let me tell you, you got to go in door 3. The prices are super reasonable. They have a skincare line there. They have a bakery. And what I'm loving about the door 3 bakery and the products is that the owner is using local bakers. So I've reached out to some local bakers, but if you're a local baker, please go into door 3 and let them know you're a local baker and you would like to partner with them. So I think that is super fabulous. Main Street is also wonderful for walking. You can walk from OBS, you can come up Main Street. Clemson is invested in making our city walkable. You guys may have some questions like, why is Main Street so torn up? They're working on sidewalks, they should be working on streets. All of that is a precursor. So where they're doing the sidewalk work, our main street is going to be paved. It's going to be completely paved. Please continue to be patient, but it is happening. All right. So as it relates to, kind of the vitriol that's going out there, I have asked, folks that are supporters of me, what did Obama say? Oh, Obama said, don't boo, vote. There's folks that are going to come attacking me personally because they think it's about me. And let me tell you this, I'm going to tell you this, and I want everybody to hear this loud and clear. Becoming strong mayor will not personally benefit me. That's not what it's about. And I guarantee you right now, and I'm going to say it over and over again, that there will not be another dime of income that will come to me at all. It's about the people. It's about cleaning up our streets, helping to address crime in our neighborhoods, right? I live in the city limit. I live in the city limit. It's only me and one other person that works at City Hall that lives in the city limit. When we come home, we drive by trash that would be not picked up. If there's gunshots going off, we hear it first. I hear it before the police are called. Right? When I get neighbors and community members that call me and tell me that they're afraid to call the police, I can relate. I understand because I'm here. And so to me, it's important to have your leadership actually in the city that they're leading, right? So we hire people to come and work at City Hall, which is great, right? But we live in the city. I live in the city. I live right here. Everybody knows where I live. You drive by, you wave. And by the way, keep doing that. I love it. Um, but we're all in this together. So there's a whole lot more to come. Playgrounds, housing, we need to make sure our projects stay on track so that we can address the flooding in our city. There's a lot we need to do, and we can do it together. And I think over these last 6 months that I've showed you that there's a path to it, right? And so what happened was folks that are objected to change, positive change in the city of Mullins, now they're trying to find other ways. Trust, this changing of our election is a huge play. It's a huge play. And if we allow it to happen, it will set the city of Mullins back 150 years. I'm telling you, I guarantee you that. Why would anybody want to change our elections from November when everybody votes to April when hardly nobody votes? Why? If you want the people to have a say, then let's go vote when the people vote. That's in November. And we have an election that's already scheduled for November 3rd. So what can you do? Well, you can talk to your city council folk. You can talk to your mayor. You can talk to your city council representative and say, do not pass that ordinance the way it is written. Because remember, at first, nobody thought that they even had to involve the citizens. They thought they can just change it. But now something happened. They realized they do. They need to create an ordinance. And they passed the first reading, y'all. So the first reading has passed. I am requesting a hearing. And then after the second reading, then it becomes an ordinance. You can stop that. You have elected people to represent you. Yes, we need to have an ordinance. Yes, our ordinance book needs to be corrected. But why wouldn't the ordinance say, keep the elections the same way it's been? We've been voting in November for the last 30 years. That's just, if you want to do what's the easiest thing to do, you want to do what's the fairest thing to do, and there's more to it, but I'm not going to go in it on this call because I want to have a happy Saturday. And I'm going to be seeing you guys out and about. On Monday, though, I do have a statement that will be released with receipts, with some of the receipts, because it's important that it's heavy. I know it's heavy, especially when we're talking about elections. I know it's heavy, y'all. I know it's heavy. However, let's stay in active communication with each other. If you have a question, if you hear something that you think you don't know if it's true or not, don't automatically believe it. I'm providing you with receipts, either receipts black and white or things that you've seen with your own eyes, right? I've asked you to participate in the city council meetings and you have done that. This is how we're going to get change. That is what democracy looks like. All right. So be on the lookout for my statement on Monday. And then there's my number. Call me anytime. Let me look at some of your questions or comments. Let's see what's going on. Oh, awesome. Good morning, guys. We have Angela. Lunch was awesome yesterday, Angela. I appreciate spending time with you. Good morning, Terry. Good morning, Linda. Katina. Good morning, sweetie. Cynthia. You know, Cynthia, yeah. It's not fair to the people of Mullins. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Um, we, the people of Mullins, have the final say. Ta-da! Right? So it's been 154 years, right? And you keep think about it. In order to stop progress, um, there's been some things that have been done to powers, the limited powers that the mayor had, right? They changed how I could do committees. 75 years, mayors have had the ability to do committees. I can't anymore. They changed how they could, they stripped away temporarily my ceremonial powers. I don't know what temporarily means. I don't know why they did it, right? You know, people, I heard that they said that it's definitely because of the election change. You best believe that. And yes, I spoke up, right? When they was trying to do something that I did not believe was right, I addressed it. But I didn't do it in secrecy like others. I surely did send an email. I let them know, if you do this, I'm doing that. You did this, so I did that. That's how I roll, you know, but we'll see. We'll see. But at the end of the day, and that's why I'm having these community conversations. That's why I have the petition for strong mayor, is because the citizens of Mullins, you do have the final say. And people cannot put us into corners. Don't let them do that. It's not a race issue, it's not a gender issue, right? It is about what is right and fair and how we want to move our city forward. So, will the next 8 months be challenging? Yeah, they're going to be challenging. We got a couple elections coming up. They're going to be challenging. But on the other side of that, I'm looking on what's on the other side of that. I am, because the people can have the final say. But Cynthia, so thank you so much for that. Good morning, Sean. Good morning, Z. All right, so everybody is having a good morning. You know, we're going to have these conversations in the city. And, you know, and I am just looking forward to, some people have reached out to me on Messenger, whatever your flavor is, right? If you want to chat with me on Messenger, or you want to chat with me on text, I am definitely open to that. You know, let me see, hold on a second. Oh, looking for my comments. Do, 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 do. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Listen, I really need you to have my back, because this is a battle. And there's some more stuff that's coming. There's more stuff that's coming, and I will keep you updated. But I want you to know that we're not alone. We're absolutely not alone. That people are watching, people are seeing, and our votes will not be disenfranchised. Our voices will not be silenced. And we cannot allow people to put us into corners, right? So I said that I am being politically lynched, and that's exactly true. I didn't say it had anything to do with color. I didn't say it had anything to do with gender. It has to do with me representing and being transparent for the citizens of Mullins. And absolutely, I stand by that. I mean, think about it, y'all. And then I gotta go. But think about it. How would you feel if plastered all over this nation was Mayor of Mullins under investigation? Under investigation? That is insane. That's a political lynching. Mayor of Mullins has power stripped. She can no longer create committees. Mayor of Mullins has ceremonial duties temporarily suspended. Why? For speaking her mind. And guess what? I'll do it every day. I ain't scared. You ain't gonna silence me. So, do they have the power to do what they do? Absolutely. That's why we need to change those laws. Because it's not about Miko Pickett. It's about who's coming next, who's coming next, who's coming next, who's coming next. It's not about the election in 2026, the election in 2027. It's about the election in 2037, 2047, 2057, 2067. Citizens of Mullins, we cannot lay down for this. And they will use any and everybody they possibly can. They will come up with all different kind of excuses. And people, it's uncomfortable. I know it is uncomfortable. But a time as this, we got to be a little bit uncomfortable. We have to be. And citizens, what we need right now is we need a signature to say, let's take it to a vote. And when we get that signature to say, let's take it to a vote, I promise you, I'm having these community conversations. I'm open to have them now, and we're going to be having town halls, and we're going to be talking about this stuff. All right. So, one last thing. So the day is blazing in the city. Come check it out. Go downtown. Go to go to the barn. Everybody loves Chinese. You know, go over to Jin Jin Door 3. It's a new business with the bakery. Do those things. Go to the walking trails. Right. Spend your money in Mullins if you can. It makes a difference. But tonight, okay, now they're gonna clown me, y'all. I know they are. So tonight, at the Vaughn Room on Main Street, doors open at 7 o'clock. The show begins at 8 o'clock. Thank you so much for praying for me, Z. The show begins at 8 o'clock. There will be a comedy show. 4 comedians are coming to the city of Mullins at the Vaughn Room. I think the tickets are $15. And there's food that you can buy. And that is going to be at the Vaughn Room tonight, an actual comedy show. I will be there. And the comedians, I'm going to have to get to them before. Don't clown me. They're going to clown me. But that's what a good comedy show's about. But just don't clown my husband because he don't like to be clowned. I could take it. I could take it. So that is tonight, 7 o'clock at the Vaughn Room. If you don't have anything to do, you got a sitter for the kids. Come on down. Let's have some good fun. Let's laugh. You know, you guys said we wanted things to do in Mullins, and this is something. This is stuff they do in Florence, at the beach. And we have it right here in the city of Mullins. The Vaughn Room, 7 o'clock tonight. Let me see. Marique. I'm gonna read his comment real quick and then I promise I'm gonna get off. And changing the voting, things it's gonna be important vote. Yeah. But here's the thing. I'm not conceding. And some folks are saying that, right? They're like, oh well, if they change it to April, then you guys just gotta go out. I'm not conceding. I will never give up. I will never give up. There is no reason to change our elections from November, when most people vote, to April when hardly nobody's vote. There is no reason. I will take this to the Supreme Court of the United States of America. I will never give up. We can't. We cannot. Because if I thought that, okay, it's just nothing or it's just minor, then okay. Just like the other ordinance that I've lost on. I'm just one vote, right? I would let it go. Y'all, I cannot let this go. I cannot let this go. It took 154 years for us to get to this point. 154 years. You know how long that is? My grandson is 3. I cannot disappoint him. So it may look like we lost the battle when you see things going on, but I will never stop. I will never stop. And those that want to change our election, man, I can't say a lot. I can't say a lot. But there will be a statement that's coming out on Monday, and that will begin to tell the story. Okay? So I do have a statement that's coming out on Monday. And I can't say what I wanted to say, but Merrick, I cannot give up. I cannot concede and say, well, if it goes to April, then we're going to make sure we vote. Nope. Nope. That's only working for now. We got to look at the future. We got to look at 100 years in the future, 10 years into the future, 5 years into the future. I will never give up. Love you guys. Bye.